So I'm sitting here in my camper because I'm ready to take it to the dealer, and it triggered a thought in reference to a statement made by J.D. Vance, I think late last week. Now, it deals with the housing crisis and how it's unaffordable. And what Vice President Vance said was because so many people came here illegally, they're the ones that were buying up all the homes, which ultimately, decreases supply and increases the value, right? And increases rent and everything else. Now, unfortunately, there's no sense to what he had said. And this is where my trailer kicks in. Now, about a month ago, I was thinking about trading it in, and I looked up my credit score, which was 788, which is amazing. I've never gotten to 800, and I'm there, and I hope I get there. But when you have that high of a credit score, they roll out the red carpet for you, like make sure whatever he wants, give him whatever he wants, etc. Now, I am self-employed. What that means is getting a mortgage has never been easy for me, and it's not easy for anybody who's still a W-2 employee. So I'll give you an example. When we were thinking about relocating earlier this year, we thought about this the same a few years ago. It was the same thing of how can you afford this mortgage? So for example, the first time the rent was $1,550. The mortgage was going to be something like less than $800 a month. And they were asking, how can you afford this and how can you prove this? Oh my God, I've been paying the same rent amount for 4 years. Even during COVID, I never had an issue. But then what happened this year? Not much more different, right? The same thing. They're like, how can you afford to pay this property? You're self-employed. And I get the self-employed thing, but the income is more than consistent. And it's like, all right, what part of 1,500 is more than 1,000 are you not getting? If I can afford something that's 1,500, but all of a sudden we make that same thing worth 1,000, wouldn't I be able to afford that? I mean, as a matter of fact, I get that 500 and apply it towards a mortgage to really wipe things out quickly. But that's where I am. And so that's why I'm not going to relocate. We'll worry about it the day we sell the house. But here's a statement in reference to J.D. Vance. Knowing how difficult it is to get a mortgage, you're going to tell me that someone entered the country legally, is working for cash, probably minimum wage, or a little bit more, working off the books, and these are the people that are coming in and just getting mortgages and buying up all these houses? Really? This is the part of the disinformation that unfortunately takes up our time and energy, but just a little critical thinking and you'll realize, yeah, that's not true.